Good evening, Spar. How's everyone doing? Hopefully we are recouped from our leg exercise from the previous class. Some of you guys, I'm betting that they're choosing to join the Spar right after that. So hopefully you're still a little bit warm, but for those guys that didn't get warm, we're going to get warmed up fairly quickly. All right, first things first, let's keep out inch. Yep. And please teach me, and please teach me. All right, so we're going to start off with, again, Mr. Kevin and Miss Joy and Mr. Nick have been developing some pretty interesting drills in their absence. That I think that they definitely have been trying to boil up ways to make you hurt, which I absolutely love. And so Mr. Ben is happy to oblige. All right, so we're going to be working on some burpees and some footwork drills. And let's just take a look at this real quick here. We have ourselves a circle that we created with our little plus sign. Now, whether or not you have a circle that you can make or that you still have your plus sign, I know some of you guys have that little piece of tape on your floor. And, having this exact match does not matter, because what we're going to do is we're going to be utilizing it for the majority of our drills, that you can pretend that if there's a limitation as to where you can stand. So don't think to yourself that I have to have this. But if you do, great. If not, we're going to move on. All right, so let's get started on our warm-up. All right, so chin up. Hey, go like your chin. Yeah. Okay, so first things first, we did a little bit of bunny hops last time, where we had a little bit more weight on the back leg, a little bit less weight on the front leg. And can you show everyone what a burpee is? Okay, so we'll put the push-up in there. Absolutely. So he's going to come down, and then he's going to come back up, and then he's going to jump up and clap his hands. Okay, so the goal is that we're going to be hopping 5 times, drop into a burpee, and then do the same thing on the other side. Same burpee. Okay, we're going to get a total of 10 burpees. All right, got a whole lot of hops. Okay, so it's going to go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do a burpee. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do a burpee. Everyone understand the drill? All right, ready to go? That was just a test run. Okay, all right, so the goal is not stopping. We're going to go all the way through. We're going to count out the burpees. So when you do the burpee, make sure you say 1, and the second one 2. That way you don't keep track, or that way you do keep track, so you don't get lost. Otherwise, we got to start back over. All right, here it goes. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we keeping up? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. Yeah, give yourself a hand. Nice job. All right, moving on. We'll start off with our drill here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to place ourselves in the octagon. This is just going to be a little bit of footwork drill, and then we're going to separate from this, and we're going to go on to some other stuff. The goal is constant movement inside the circle. Now, I don't want to see that you're going to go, oops. Oh, yeah, there's the edge. So what you're going to end up doing is saying, well, the dimension of the circle is basically a couple steps. So the goal is moving forward, moving back, moving to the side, moving to the side, turning around, moving in a circular motion for 30 seconds. All right, ready? Go. Moving around, forward, and back, side, eyes up, 30 seconds. There you go. Looking good. Fast feet. If you don't have your circle at home, stay close to a spot on your floor. Almost there. 15. Looking good. Keep your eyes up. Moving around. Looking good. 5. And break. All right, now, let's put some handwork in there. So the focus is going to be, after a couple of movements forward, looking for 2 punches. It could be a straight punch. It could be a hook punch. It could be an uppercut. But looking for 2 movements, upper body only. Okay, move, then strike, strike. Move, then strike, strike. 30 seconds. I want to see circular movement. Don't go outside your ring. Ready, go. So move, strike, strike. Move, strike, strike. Move, strike, strike. Move, strike, strike. 20 seconds. Boom, boom. That's it. Move first, strike, strike. Stay in your circle. Stay close to your spot. That's it. Almost there. Looking good. Keep moving. Breathe. 10 seconds. Almost there. 5. And break. Get a breath. Get a breath. Looking good. Oh, Miss Joanna's giving you a thumbs up, man. That definitely tells me something. All right, so now let's get the same drill. Lower body and upper body. Moving forward. So the goal is moving first. We're assuming in this case that we have to circle around someone. So we're going to be putting it into context later. Right. Moving, then upper and lower, or lower and upper. Right. Your choice. Make sure it makes sense. Okay. 30 seconds. Right. And go. Move. Strike. Strike. Good. Move. Strike. Strike. That's it. Almost. Yeah. Looking good. All right. And 20. Breathe at home. That's it. Keep your eyes up. Moving around. Stay in your circle. That's it. Oh, there we go. Nice combinations. 10. Almost. Breathe. 5. And break. Oh, very nice. Okay. A couple deep breaths. We got one more drill with that, and then we're gonna switch gears and have some fun. Hey, but this is fun. This is fun. Say, isn't this fun? Yes. Okay. All right. All right. So what I'd like to see is that a very clear decision to make 3 strikes after the circular movements. Okay. Give them a slow version of this. So first things first, consider the person's coming forward, right? And you're having to sidestep at an angle. So then he's going to throw 3 moves. Go slow. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Back in the center again. Or moving the other way. Moves. 1, 2, 3. Everyone make sense with that? All right. So as you're doing it, you're thinking about where that attack was coming from, and your sidestep has got to be where you were. Because when I try to hit you, I'm trying to take your spot. So I'm just going to step on your toes. Ready? And then that's where he's getting me. I ended up taking his spot, and he's more than happy to say, take it. I'm just going to hit you where you were at. Make sense? Okay, so give me medium pace on this one. 30 seconds. 3 moves. 3 strikes after the movement. Got it? Ready? Let's go. Move. Pop. 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 Keep up with Mr. Ben. Move. Pop. 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 Keep your energy up. That's it. Boom. 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 Good. That's right. Yeah. 20 seconds. Good. Steady pace. Keep your energy up. Looking good. There you go. Nice. 10 seconds. Getting close. I like it. And break. All right. What do you think, Miss Joanna? Thumbs up. All right. Again, if she's not complaining, then I'm a happy camper. Right. Okay. All right. So let's take a couple seconds to breathe it down a little bit. Only for a couple seconds. All right. So Mr. Kevin gave us another kind of trivia, and I'm actually excited about it because first off, you guys should know these answers. I mean, these are really easy answers, right? And some of them, might have some silliness to it. All right. So come on up, guys. Hey. All right. So I'm going to have to read off his paper because he's got such detailed questions. If I move block A on the plank to balance block B on A, too complicated. All right. In this case, here's our wonderful choices, our selections that you guys get to pick from. Everything from doing a plank while saying the ABCs down to just rocking side kicks. I mean, aren't you excited about this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Obviously, we're looking for the fastest answer. And so each of these answers, Miss Joanna will be looking for the quickness in terms of the response. And let's see who is in class, ready to rock and roll. How many we got? 7. Perfect. All right, here it goes. Question number 1. Who can sit down and stand up the fastest? Go. Excellent. Miss Isla, 5 slow side kicks or push-ups, an undetermined amount. Number 1 or number 2?
Number 1.
Number 1. All right. How many side kicks does he want? He wants 5 slow side kicks each side.
Hey.
All right. And we just did side kicks.
Yes, sir.
All right. So here goes. We're going to put ourselves back out here.
Hey.
All right. Facing towards the camera. We're going to get 5 painfully slow side kicks.
Yes, sir.
All right. So here goes. Ready? Picking it up nice and slow. How was your day, Mr. Ben?
It was great.
It was great? Okay.
Hey.
I'm just feeling, smelling the roses. Hey. There we go. Oh, there we go. Good. And then bring it down. Oh, okay. Let's get the other side. Okay. Ready? Slow. All the way up. Turn. And slow. And pull it back. And there's 2. 8 to go. Pick it up. Up, and turn. And kick. And back. And 7 more. Here comes. Ready? Slow. Up. And turn. And kick. And back. And 6. That's it. Slow. Up. And turn, and all the way out, all the way back, and 5, Almost there. Up, 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 up. And 4. Hopefully everyone's got that balance working. There we go. And 3. And 2. And 1 more. Last one. And give yourself a hand. Good job. Good job. All right, moving on. Question number 2. Who can do take it 1 the fastest? Wait, and make sure it looks good when I say go. When I say go, whoever gets to be the first wins. Ready? Go. Are they going? She's got a blank stare in her face. Take it 1. I'll give him 10 more seconds. Eli. Oh, good job, Mr. Eli. Well done, sir. Okay, and the choices are squats or lunges. Mr. Eli, question or answer number 1 or exercise number 2?
1.
Exercise. I love squats. Okay, all right, so here goes. What we're going to do is we're going to get 10 squats. We're going to do them fast, too. So we're going to have our hands out like we're flying, and we're going to put our behind all the way back and all the way back up. And just 10 of those. Ready? Let's go. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent work. Looking good. Looking good. All right, moving on. Question number 3. All right, how many middle blocks in basic form? Use your hands to show me how many. How many middle blocks in basic form? They're all thinking.
Isla got 6.
Isla got 6. Very good. Very good. All right. All right, Miss Isla. Oh, I like this one. Number 1, doing a plank while saying the ABCs, or doing a plank singing Mary Had a Little Lamb. Only the first verse.
2.
2. All right, Mr. Ben, here you go. All right. All right. Let's see.
Just me?
Well, everyone else is going to say it too. You just don't have, I mean, you got a good singing voice. Okay. All right. So let's hear it, Mr. Ben.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow.
That's good. Give me a hand. All right. That's good. That's good. All right. Honestly, you know all the verses for it?
No.
A long time ago when I was singing that, I guess for Evan. All right, looking good. All right, we'll do a couple more. All right, let's see. Oh, this should be an easy answer. What are you supposed to do before entering the spar ring and when leaving the spar ring? Show me your answer. Quinn. Oh, very good. And what was the answer for everyone? It's a bow. Very good. Well done, ma'am. All right. We'll go 5 double roundhouses. On both sides, of course, or mountain climbers. Number 1, number 2. 2, mountain climbers. Okay. All right, now, again, we're going to be doing mountain climbers. Just kind of like lunges. We want to make sure we're very nice to our knees. So for now, we're just going to go like in a push-up position, and we're going to bring our knee up. Now, what I don't want you to do is compress your knee and hurt your knee, okay? So right now, I don't want you to actually do anything other than like you're running in place. We're not going to put the foot down. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to get a total of 20. Okay, stick with me. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very good. Nice job. Nice job. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go right to this last one here that I like the most right now. And I think Miss Joanna knows what the question is. Who can floss the best and show it? Go. Who is it?
Angela's definitely flossing. Yes.
Angela's got the floss. All right, Mr. Bennett, you show us your floss.
It's getting better.
All right, let's see your spar technique off of that. All right, Miss Angela. Let's see, your choice, Mr. Ben. What of the last couple ones are you going to go with in terms of for choices? Got fast jumping stance switches, axe kicks, into out kicks, rocking snaps, rocking sides. I like rocking kicks as well. So a rocking snap or a rocking side kick. Your choice, ma'am. Which one do you want? Number 1 or number 2?
1.
Number 1. All right, rocking snaps. All right. So we did this drill a couple weeks ago where we're picking up that front foot by bringing the back foot up and then kicking and then landing it and coming back. So it's going to be up, kick, down, back. Up, kick, down, back. Everyone got it?
Right.
It's a, oh, thumbs up. Okay, we're gonna get 5 on this side, 5 on the other side, and we're gonna switch gears. Keep those guards up. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And switch sides. Say sir. Ready? 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Give yourself a hand. Nice job. All right, Mr. Kevin, with those questions. All right, there's more questions, but we'll have to save some of those questions for next time. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to focus back on our circle here. Now that we have a little bit of fun, and we're going to put some application to some real life questions, especially when we're on the double red lines. Sure. All right, so first things first, we're going to put Mr. Ben back in the ring here. Sure. And we're going to put ourselves in a position where we have some choices to make when we're moving off to the side. We still have to think circle. Okay, so for now, what we're going to do is we're going to throw this lead punch, and he's going to have to think about his response in terms of where he's going to move, inside or outside, or is he going to throw a lower body technique, upper body technique. So let's look at this for a second. Give me a step through punch and just kind of facing that direction. All right, now let's look at Mr. Ben's anatomy for a second. You know, we have a couple rules, right? We can't hit him in the back. And if you're a black belt, you can go for the head, but right now we'll just assume we can't hit the head. And we definitely can't go anything below the belt. All right, so switch sides on that punch for me. Sure. All right, so let's look about if we had this option where we had access to the guts. So you think to yourself, what is open? That's the biggest thing I want you to think about. And sometimes you will have yourself a second to think about what's open, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a circling step and use a lower body response. We're gonna throw a roundhouse with this, okay? All right, so I'm gonna face you this way. And what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you throw the punch with this hand, and I'm going to move myself to the outside just for now, okay? All right, so from this position, does this look like I could throw a roundhouse to his guts? It might be challenging, but my distance would be a little bit limited. I might have to be here versus here, something to think about, okay? Punch the other hand, okay? Now move here. Can I get away with a roundhouse? Can I kick him like this? Well, then you have to think to yourself, like, I can't throw this kick. This is how we avoid illegal shots. And, all of a sudden we get a warning because of this. Okay, so I'm going to give you that punch, and I want you to sidestep and show them, staying inside your ring, that your roundhouse would fit, okay? So, shoot, bang, okay? So he moved himself slightly to the outside. Let's put the line here. So coming in here, he's moved. His roundhouse fits perfectly right into my belly. And then from there, we can't assume that we hit that. So we have something else we're going to fire. And I'll leave it up to you if you want the lead hand or the hand that's on the backhand. I personally like that lead hand that's closer, and it's just right there. I mean, all right, so one more time. I'm going to throw that punch, one, boom. Okay, coming in for the roundhouse and the back fist. Now, if I did the same thing here, if I did the lead punch versus the step through, 1, 2, I still have myself those same options. So for now, we're going to stick with that answer. All right, so I'm going to face you towards the front here, and the camera's going to see your side steps. The goal is, as you sidestep, I'm looking for that roundhouse and that back fist. And what you're going to do is you're going to do it 10 times, preferably 5 on each side. And at home, I want to see that you're keeping up with Mr. Ben. If you don't have your circle, this is how you'll know you're doing it wrong. Okay, let's come over here. Okay, there's no circle here. This will be helpful if you have anything on your floor, even if it's a piece of tape. But if you don't have anything, here's your example. Come on to the spot right here. All right, facing that way. All right, you're going to do your move, but I want you to jump 5 feet over here, then do your technique. Yes, sir. It'll never work. Let's put that in context. Here comes the attack. It'll never work. You have to stay close. This is just giving us a way to visualize it, but if you don't have it, you still can visualize with that until you have a chance to get this. Okay, all right. And you know that we've been using this every single week. We've been changing how we've been using it. Since that's the case, I see some of you guys that have this tape at home. Keep it. I'm telling you, it's a great tool. Thanks, Mr. Kevin, for giving us this idea. All right, so here goes. Side step, roundhouse, and back fist 10 times, and your pace, your count. All right, do it at home. Ready to go. That's it. There you go. So put a count in there, Mr. Ben. This is 3. Boom. There we go. Side step. Strike. 4. 5. All right, on the side, same thing. Moving off to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get. Oh, very good. All right, how they moving? Okay. All right. Anything that needs to be isolated, make sure we make sure. Well, all right. Well, I can tell you that, you know, if you get him, if you're first, if you're the fastest, I always pretend like I'm not the fastest. I want to be the fastest, but one of these days we get all, you know, old, and you're going to be the slowest.
Say so.
So then get your guards up.
Hey.
All right. So now we're going to move on to a different kind of attack, but the same concept. If you're not moving, if your guards aren't up, it's not going to mean very much.
Right.
All right. So now I'm going to put you on this other side.
Say so.
All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw a roundhouse. Just like this roundhouse. So might as well throw a roundhouse because that's what you're throwing.
Right.
So when I throw this roundhouse, I'm gonna throw the roundhouse. Okay. So I'm gonna throw the roundhouse here as my attack.
Right.
Okay. All right, where do you want to go with that? All right. Whoa. Okay. Looks like he's circling. Okay. I don't like to see you backing up more than twice.
Right.
More than once, really. The second time we used to give warnings on 2 times. Is that right? So 2 steps back was a warning.
Right.
So if I throw the roundhouse and you back up, there's
Right.
there's one. You better have something to do right now,
Say so.
not after I throw my second kick. That's too late.
Right.
So this is one of the reasons why I went the circle. Okay, so he's deciding to move here. Bang. So what are you going to do in terms of that response? Right. So you're going to roundhouse back. Okay. All right. Now, back in the day with my Spar instructor Nathan Zernoda, he was super like he would have us block roundhouses with a shoulder blade.
Right.
We practice high blocks, the roundhouses, and come around and tag each other. Oh man, it was good stuff. I mean, we eat them, and we liked it.
Say
We
so.
walked uphill both ways in the snow barefoot, and we liked it.
Right.
All right. So aside from that, when we throw this thing, let's consider we're going to end up blocking with something. Okay. So we're going to throw this leg just for a second. So I'm going to pick up my knee. I'm just going to pick up my guard just for a second.
Right.
Okay. One more time. Okay. Now, chin. Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. When I'm picking up my knee, I'm using this just as a means of kind of putting a fence up there. What I don't want to do is this. All right, don't hit hard. Ready? Block it. Down block. It's going to lose. It's going to lose. Okay. This doesn't necessarily mean that I'm stopping this leg by pushing it down. I'm not doing that. I'm just simply picking up my knee. Okay, and getting myself a guard. Now, if I decide not to do that, that's also okay as long as I'm moving towards the inside of him. Okay, so I'm going to throw that roundhouse at you. Set this leg right here. Okay. Okay. He has some kind of fence. And whatever fence that you want for now, right? Just picking up the knee. Your choice. All right, but what are you going to choose to do after that? So I'm going to throw that roundhouse one more time. There's one. Right. Whoa. Okay. Goes right to the face. Got to get a legal shot. So nothing to the face. One more time. So coming in. Bang. Okay. Boom. All right. Now, I want more than one. So after that punch, what else would you do after that? 1, 2. Okay. All right, so I'm going to switch sides on you here.
Say so.
Okay, so the attack is coming in, whether it's the front leg or the back leg, you know, kicking up the knee or putting some kind of fence there. Get the hand up, okay? And when your hand's here like this, you're not just going to have your guards down here. When he throws the roundhouse here and I move off to the side, my guards aren't helping me out very much at all, okay? One more time. Well, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready to throw the side kick from there. I'm ready to throw the back. Elbows. Sorry. Of course I have it. You're going to have something that's ready to go. Okay? All right, can you give me a side step in a combination that's upper body associated? Go ahead. Move. 1, 2, 3. Good. All right, off the roundhouse. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, so the attack is the roundhouse. I'm looking for a good, clean side step. Keeping the guards up. Put your fence up there. And get a 5 on each side. Okay. Ready? Go. So move. Bop, bop, bop. 1. Percent. Move. Bop, bop, bop. 2. Good. That's it. Side step. 3. Looking good. 4. And 5. Good. All right, keep that fence up. Right. On the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, good job. Okay, better guards on that one, Mr. Wayne? Better guards. Okay. All right. There's no right or wrong in terms of this as opposed to, you know, well, you have to pick up the knee. You have to bring your hand here. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, well, then you got to go back to the drawing board. So in any of these things, if you say, well, what if I do this? You know, Mr. Andy likes to have he's got a good back stance here that is using distance to kind of make it difficult for anybody to be able to reach in, and he's able to come back with his technique. All right, and that's works for him. So you have to find what works for you. All right, so now let's change the attack again. All right, let's put ourselves on the red lines here. And how many people have seen this real quick? Okay. All right, you know, we walk out in, smiles, and we're fighting position. Yeah. And just this way, oh, and someone throws that back. I mean, how many times have you seen a headhunter before? Right? There's always a headhunter, okay? And if your guards are down, come on. If your guards are down, then I'm going to tag you with it, right? All right, I'm not going to be like, well, I don't want to hit him in the head. Get your guards up. Okay, so what is our response for that? Okay, so we're in this position right here, and I'm going to throw that back fist. All right, so he's going to put his hand up. Again, we need to create a fence. But I'm a big fan of when I make a fence, I better have something that's already in the works to respond, not 1, 2. Okay, so the goal is to get that block up there, bang. Okay, all right, so he's deciding to punch. Now, I still want to see some footwork. All right, so let's get back into our cage here. All right, back in the cage here. All right, so the judge says fight. Here comes it, bang. All right, so he's throwing the back fist here. All right, let's forget that hand for a second. That's not good. Okay, let's move this way. It's possible, but I've done this before. All right, so throw the back fist slow. You're gonna back fist yourself. I've eaten one of those before. It's like, block it. Oh, yeah, I just hit my side. All right, so when I'm throwing the back fist, go in the direction. Well, you could duck too. Okay. For now, just go in the direction that you have here. And your technique is right here. And you got a back fist right there. And you've also got this leg prep for that. So you could throw a roundhouse, not a knee. I know black belts like to throw out some of these illegal techniques. All right, go slow. So 1, boom. Okay. You can throw that back fist with it too. All right, so boom, boom. All right, combinations. And again, look how he's circling. So reset that. So you're on bang, boom. He's moving off the firing line. And in this case, the firing line is a big arc. So you just think to yourself, anything in this line is suspect to get hit. Okay? Just slightly faster. Ready? Pop, boom, boom. Ooh, yeah. All right. I'm just kind of like sitting me. All right, again. Boom, pop, pop, boom, boom. Good control. Good control. All right. So when you're sidestepping here, let's face it, back to our usual way. Give them the slow sidestep. Moving and striking. And his hand is still up. Just have your guard up. All right, is that? Okay. He moves, guards up, bang, bang. All right. So just a real quick tag to the gut and a roundhouse, just in case the judges didn't see it. Sometimes, we're punching each other like this, and if you're the judge, you don't see this. You don't see it. Okay. But you still might not have seen it. Here comes a roundhouse. Let me show you. All right. All right. So give me some good footwork. Moving off to the side. The attack is the back fist. Back fist is coming in here. And so as I'm coming in, you better have an answer. Get that hand up there and move. And then throw your response. All right? One more time just to make sure they understand which hand is going to go. So when I'm throwing my back fist, it's the same side, same side. He's moving outside. Bang. His same. And then that back leg is coming in for the roundhouse. Got that? Okay. You know the drill. 5 on each side. Workout pace. I want to see it at home. Ready? Go. Move. Back fist. Roundhouse. Let's go. Good. That's it. Work that leg. Bop, bop, bop. 2, sir. Good. Keep rocking. Keep rocking. 3, sir. 4, sir. Get up. Oh, good. Other side. 1, sir. Good. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. Get up. Ah, very good, man. All right. How were the guards? How were the fences? How was the footwork? Any circling steps that you saw? Anybody moving in straight lines? Straight lines? Okay, so real quick, let's educate you just for a second. What's the problem with moving in a straight line? Well, first off, in self-defense, if I throw something, it's like the Orange Belt Creed. Eventually, I'm going to succeed. So as you are backpedaling, let's talk about why do we consider that 2 steps back is a warning. What kind of habit is that creating for you? Right. First off, someone's trying to hurt you. How many opportunities are you going to give them before they get stopped? Hopefully, not even one. Because maybe you saw it ahead of time. But fool me once, you got me. Fool me twice, come on, that's my fault. All right, don't do that. So the back pedal, if you're moving in a back line or a straight line, you're going to end up running out of space. Maybe you're going to end up backpedaling so much that you trip on your feet, because you see youngsters do it all the time. Get on our heels and okay. I've seen it actually happen in Spar. That was me actually. You get so bent up like this, and you're on your heels, you're going to fall on your behind. Okay, and that's definitely not circling. So when you're circling, there's always someone that's a little bit more aggressive than us. And when that happens, The only answer is to change angles. If you took any of my classes involving Mai Dai Rai, changing angles is the answer for, I'm slow and I don't like to fight force with force. This kid's fast. This man is fast. And when he's fast, I can't fight that. I have to find a better angle because when you get slow, you can't fight the faster person the way that they fight. I'm going to fight my version, not yours. So you got to consider the person is going to be a little bit better than you at that. So you need options. All right, so there's your answer for moving back in the line. Last one, and then we're going to switch gears. What time are we at, Miss Joanna? How are we doing? We got 15 minutes? 10 minutes? 9 minutes. All right, good. All right, so we got one more drill for you guys that I like. So we're going to finish this up with this one. All right. What kind of attacks have we had so far? We had a punch, roundhouse. Okay, let's throw a snap kick. All right. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the invisible kick. Has anybody heard of the invisible kick? All right, I guarantee that the people at home are going to be like, invisible kick, what's that? I'm not even sure. Who was the gentleman that did that? Was it Jeremy Cousins? Who was that did that? It was back in the day, all right? But one of the things that, it might have been Jim Moore. So when he's throwing that back fist or that punch, it's like, I'm using my foot as an extension here, and I'm going to extend. What I'm not doing is I'm not doing this. I'm just going to simply extend. But for now, I'm going to consider the snap kick as the attack. Okay? So when I'm throwing that snap kick coming forward, bang, all right? He's moving off to the side. One more time. Bang. Okay? And if it was a front leg snap kick, do the same thing if you like. Okay? Let's change angles. Okay? Coming forward, he's moving. Okay? Moving to the inside. He has access to targets here. Okay? Moving to the, oh, he moved to the outside. Okay? All right? But he's, you know what? I actually like that. Because you shouldn't be like, move to the wrong spot. Instead, you move. And you say, what do I got here? Okay. All right, so what are you going to do off this guy here? Coming in, bang. You go on the other side? All right, that's fine. Go ahead. All right. You want to move that way?
Kick it that way.
Kick with this leg. Okay. Boom. Okay, so now we're throwing out that snap kick, kind of like the roundhouse. You sidestepped in, now you're on the inside. All right, so what's your technique from here? Bang. Okay, so he likes it upper body. Let's pick up the knee again. Okay. It's coming in. Bang. Ooh. All right. So this little into-out motion, when he picks up his snap kick, that is a great wet. Now just careful with that backhand punch. All right, so when we're fighting and he throws that snap kick, I can use my knee just as again. I'm changing my angle ever so slightly. So when his knee comes up, I'm here. If he throws the back leg, I can use the same kind of thing. Now don't look at his knee. Ready? Throw the kick. Ready? Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. You're gonna get tagged. All right. But forget all the fanciness. Just pick up your knee and then consider what you got. Or at the very least, have some kind of fence. All right, here goes. His leg's coming. All right, so bang. Okay, now from here, I like this punch. It's right there. Now, this hand is close, this hand's close. Your choice. You know, back fist punch, backhand punch, whatever you want. But you're really tight. Okay, go slow. Boom, bang, bang. Okay, now let's see. If this leg kicks, same thing. Boom, boom, boom. Now, what would be really not nice is for you to frog them on the inside of the leg. And I wouldn't say that's very sportsmanlike necessarily, but I mean, I've seen some pretty fancy moves out there where that knee just happened to connect just the right way. But again, it's like saying, if you're coming forward and you run into my fist, I mean, what do you want me to do? All right, so I'm just picking up my knee, protecting, okay? But Mr. Nathan did teach us a whole lot about picking up that knee and creating this fence for ourselves. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw some snap kicks, picking up the knee. Ready? Boom. Okay, now throw the upper body. Boom. Good. All right. Picking up the knee. Boom. Boom. Good. Face towards that. All right, give me 5 and 5, and then we'll switch gears for the last couple minutes. All right, go ahead. Move. Bop. What's up? Do it at home. Move. Pick up that knee, or 2-7 guard. At least that guard. 1, 3, 3-7. Good. 4-7. And. Good. And other side. Remember, picking up the knee, or at the very least, picking up the guard. All right, snap kick coming in. Move and bop. 1-7. Good. Hitting a fence. 2-7. Good. 3-7. And last one. Almost. 4-7. Here's the last one. And yeah. I can throw my hand. All right. Part of the homework is going to be coming up with what your attack is. You know, a step-through punch. There's an attack. A lead punch. A front leg snap kick. A back leg snap kick. A back leg roundhouse. Whatever you want. But the point is this. is I got to see some circular movement that you said, this is the attack. You show me the attack that you had, and that you're moving in a circular fashion and how you're going to apply your technique after the side step. I want to see the side step, then the strike. Where are we at now? Down to, oh, we have 5 minutes. Perfect. Excellent. All right, come on over, guys. Come on over. All right. I need Mr. Bob an ornament just for a second. Now, this is something that you're going to not necessarily need at home. No, you don't need it, Mr. Bob. But you do need something that you can use as a means of ducking. Now, if you have a string at home, I know Mr. Ben had typed that you need a string for this. Put a string at distance. Someone's going to have to hold it for you for this to work. But you don't need this necessarily, okay? Let's use the mirror. Actually, you know what? Let's use our reflection here. So I'm looking at myself here. And the goal is for us to realize that we have to be able to duck our head. And so if Mr. Ben uses this as a means of having to go underneath it as a bob and come out the other side, all right, he just needs a reference out in the distance to say, like right now, the camera is my reference, okay? You just saw me duck, right? So then what I would be doing is saying, I'm gonna duck from one side to the other side and duck from one side to the other side, okay? So we're gonna do this together. Right. All right, so I'm gonna put you right here facing towards the camera. So the goal is to duck with Mr. Ben. If he goes left, or if he goes this side, you go this side. If he goes this side, you go this side. So Ms. Joanna, you're gonna double check, make sure that we're ducking properly. All right, guards are up and we're moving in the proper direction. Give me 5. There's 1 and 2, keep up, and 3, eyes up, and 4 and 5. Thumbs up or thumbs down, what do you got? Are they moving? All right, try again. All right, come on now. I gotta see the duck. Ready, go. There's 1, head is up, ducking down using your knees. That's it, looking good, and there you go. Good, better? Better, okay, so let's put some technique with that. All right, so Mr. Ben, I'm gonna have you use this. And the goal is, he's gonna duck under, and he's gonna throw 2 punches. So duck under, punch, punch, duck under, punch, punch, duck under, punch, punch. All right, towards the camera. All right, facing towards these guys. Yes, sir. I want to see the duck under, 2 punches. Go. Duck and punch, punch. Duck. Good. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Okay. So you can already see that we're going to be adding some stuff to this. All right. Let's go back to Mr. Bob here. All right. So now I want 3. I want 2 punches that are going to be straight, like a straight and a cross. Right. The third one is going to be an uppercut. Yes, sir. I should go slow. 1 punch, 2 punches, uppercut. Other side. 1, 2, upper. Everyone got that uppercut? I don't want to see this. I want to see this. Okay? All right. Towards the camera. Give me 5. Go. There's 1, 2, 3. Move. 1, 2, uppercut. Go ahead. 2. 1, 2, uppercut. 3. 1, 2, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3. And there's 5. Very good. Or was that 4? I think that was 4. That was 4. Get 1 more. 1 more. Right. 1, 2, and there we go. Good. All right. All right. So now we got 3 upper body techniques. Now I want to see the same thing. And since you already are great at this roundhouse and the snap kick, so if I throw the punch and you duck under or you bob and weave, right. So woo, roundhouse, boom, backfist, boom. Okay. All right. I've seen that actually a couple of times. Just a perfect bob, perfect weave. All right. So let's see what it would look like. So coming under, 1 and then 2. Now, if you want to throw a punch versus back, that's fine. But I would like to see the roundhouse. So roundhouse and then bop. Okay, everyone got that? Okay. Duck under, roundhouse, and upper body strike. Yes, sir. 5. Go. Zoop, pop, pop. Good. Sir. Zoop, pop, pop. 2, sir. Pop. 3, sir. Good. 4, sir. Get. How are we doing on our bob? Everyone's bobbing. Okay, very good. Bob and throws. Okay. All right, so now, last one is I want to think about a snap kick. Okay, so when we're making that duck down, and we say to ourselves, depending upon where you're moving, okay? So if I was to throw this punch right here, and you're ducking from the inside to the outside, 1, 2, this one would be like saying, all right, I've got a clean line for a snap kick. All right, roundhouse is not always the answer, okay? Could you show an example of how that side kick would work? Okay, so if I'm coming around here, bang, right. All right, you know what? This is still a legal shot. Back here, illegal. In front of the line, legal. Okay? So I'll leave it up to you. Snap kick or side kick. All right, and upper body of your choice. All right, here goes. Ready, go. Pop, pop. 1 set. 2. Pop, pop. 2 set. 3 set. 4 set. Get. And Give him a hand. Nice job. All right. Let's put in really bold letters that we're on time. All right, Mr. Eric, typical. We got 7 more minutes. If you're in my black belt class, you know how that goes. All right, we're good until at least 9:07.
Seriously.
Right? Okay, so what's the homework? First thing, you guys already know that I want to see a circular technique that you're able to move out of the way and that you've got a response off of an attack that you choose. Now, I don't want to see that you practice this the day of the shoot and say, that one, great. Okay, let's sit back on the couch and potato chips. Honestly, you should work this every single day, at least, I'd say 5 minutes. Now, if you're in my previous class, you should be working those kicks 5 to 10 minutes a day. Like, you have lots of time on your hands. Use it. Matter of fact, when you come back to us, you'll be like Arnold with very beefy legs, and you walk in like this because your arms are so big. Like, look at me. So in other words, you've trained. Not, again, well, you know, I got this thing going on, you know, I was waking up at 11:30 or 1 o'clock. Oh, I got so much to do. Come on now. Put your body to work. Train. Because this is actually, it kind of defines us as martial artists, is when there is no guidance or lack of guidance, are you still training yourself? Or do you need someone to be the mama bird and feed you? I'm giving you a little bit of food every week. Now you start working on feeding yourself.
Say, sir.
Okay, and it should make sense to everyone what I'm talking about. That's my higher ranks. Lower ranks, you do need someone to be able to help guide you. All right, so the homework is sidestep, good upper body, lower body technique combination, attack of your choice. What do you think I went with this guy? I'd like to see, even with the camera, that you have this, and that you are able to fire an upper lower body combination that's at least 3 moves.
Right.
So moving out of the way, bop, bop, boom, something that's going to have this dip and this rise. And when I see that you're doing this, you're not ducking. You gotta visualize this thing. Get out of the way and then fire your technique. Again, give me a great technique, circulating, is that a word? And then make sure that your bob and weave looks solid. So I'd say, you know, 1 of these and about 10 of those. You know, feel free to be able to give me more than 1 if you want to, but at the very least, I got to see both of those techniques. Everyone understand that? Any questions on that, Ms. Joanna? Circle technique with the response off the firing line and bob and weave. Going once, going twice.
They all blank stare.
Because they are all exhausted. Okay, well, maybe they're ready to get a drink and take a nap. All right, we miss you guys. We love all of you. I can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see your smiling faces, not just in a screen. And in all seriousness, please train hard. You know, this kind of defines us as martial artists. Is when things are this difficult for us, that we continue to press forward. And the guys that have been taking classes every week, I appreciate it. You know, we need you, and you need us, and that's how relationships work. All right, 1 sound. Ready? Jump. Thank you for teaching me. And you're dismissed.